took a while off from the modeling, and I decided today that I wanted to do some more because I haven't done it in a while, and you know what? I feel like I've been slacking or something. So the last project I did was a building. It was one of those, it was a rubble building, and it had like the corner, like the two walls met at a corner with all the floors destroyed. A lot of times you'll see buildings done out that way, where two walls are just standing, junctioning at like a T or something, or an L shape. So you can check my videos on that. That's Wargame Terrain episode 5. I think it's like 7 or so parts. But I wanted to do another building, another rubbled building to finish out a set. That means that I'd have like 4 buildings if I finish this one. But I didn't want to do it as the corner type destroyed building that you always see. I wanted to do it a bit differently. What I think I'm going to do is have just like a big hole in the center of it. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Where was I? Oh, okay, so yeah, so I want to do, so I'm going to have a building. Here's my building. I messed it up already, so. Alright, so I'm going to have, basically, it's going to be 4 walls, one, and then there's a second wall, and then I'll have the 2 smaller walls, kind of join them together. And what I want to do is have on like one of the sides like a big hole in the center of it that doesn't go all the way through, so it's not like you're going to look right through it, but it's going to have like a big hole, and you're going to see like it's going to span about like 4 or 5 floors, and you'll see all of the floors broken, and then maybe on like one of the side pieces I'll have like where the roof and the side meet, like kind of destroyed out too. Kind of maybe even like wrapping around into the other side of the wall. But I still want it to be mostly standing. So I think that'll be really cool to do. But I've already messed it up. I started making all my grooves. Well, firstly, my lines are not straight. I have always had a problem with making straight lines. You really can't tell. Maybe you can if you got a good eye. But you can see it's kind of, I can see right off it. It's not straight. I always have a problem making straight lines, but it's really hard to on foam when you've tried to sand it down and none of the sides are equal, and you know it's not like it's wood where it's like really precise and you can always get like an even cut with it. Foam really it tends to fray at the ends and it just gets really messy. So hopefully, hopefully I'll be able to fix it early enough. Like this ain't such a big problem, but if I continue up with it, you can see how far I've got to go. Eventually it's just going to extrapolate where it's like just going to end up going like this. And that's not good. All the lines just going to, that's not good. So I'm going to have to fix it early on. But what my mistake was that I didn't count. I thought it was going to even out so that way there was going to be a window exactly in the middle. Well, it turns out there's a window, like this piece is exactly in the middle, or it's like kind of offset. So what I'm going to do is cut out this piece, little piece right here as a window. And then, where did I put it? This, I'm going to keep a window, which was originally blacked out. It was supposed to be blacked out. And this, I'm going to take a little piece and stick it in there. Like so. So now I have a window. And then this I'm just going to have to cut into one big window. And then that should even it out. So I'll have window, no window, window. And there's a little bit here where where the walls will join like this. That'll be about a 1/2 inch. So that's a 1/4 inch right there. And then where the other wall will join, it's going to be another 1/2 inch. And then I'll put a deco column. I like using Art Deco columns. I think they're really great. They're really easy. I might try doing eventually, I don't know exactly how I would do it because I want to do it in rubble theme, but I might eventually end up doing a full glass type building. Of course, those you can always do without destroying them. And I can probably show you how to do that. But anyway, so it's going to go small window, no window, small window. Oh, actually, this is going to be the big window, and then nothing, small window, nothing, small window, and then the end. So yeah, that'll all even out. So I got to cut this part out right here and glue that in. And then continue up. And not make any more mistakes. That was really dumb. Alright. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. And as you can see, like with my other one, I really don't like this stuff, this black stuff. I had almost 2 of my other buildings were done. It was white foam board, and it had like a grid pattern, so you could and it was gridded every 1/4 inch. So I mean not 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. So you could like measure things really precisely with that. This is a lot harder to do, and all my lines are messed up because of it. But what you gonna do, right? All right, so that's it for now. I'll update later. Okay. So there we go. Made all my lines in there to show where all of the... These aren't brick lines. These are just lines to show. I just did them every 1/4 inch where the windows will be. Most of the lines are going to get covered up by the Art Deco columns, so those won't be there. All right. You can see it's still curved to hell. So that's got to get flattened out somehow. I'm not sure exactly how, but it will. Probably if I just... Probably eventually when I just glue it together with the rest of the body, it'll probably flatten out. Hopefully. Hopefully. If not, maybe I'll just have to add like a cardboard backing or something. But regardless, there we go. So all I gotta do is just cut out the windows up this side, the few windows that are still gonna be remaining in here on the other side. Okay. Alright. I think that's about it for this part. So that's that. This side, I'm not going to do the same thing. Like I said, it's not going to be just one big huge hole. I'm going to probably just, destroy a corner or so. But I still want it to be mostly intact. Alright. Great. Alright, I think that's it for this part. I'll see you on part 2. Thanks. Bye-bye.